Well, it's been a long road back to title contention and a heavyweight championship opportunity for this man, but he has put in all the right work, and a lot of people give him a great chance to get the job done tonight.
You know, when you've been there and you get back here, it's not new. There are a lot of things that are familiar, but how do you change the result? How do you assure that in this time, during this chance, you ultimately walk away with the championship? He's been here before, John. The team's been here before. They are confident that this time they get it done.
And that self-belief is rooted in the preparation, right? He's got speed, he's got power, all the tools to wrest the belt away. We'll see if we have a new UFC heavyweight champion by night's end. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. All right, with that, the wait for live action ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are ready and raring to go here at United Center in Chicago. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Michael Morales! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Duho Choi.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight.
Let's do it.
Our round one underway. This man is all the rage, the Korean Superboy, Duho Choi. Very difficult challenge for the opponent here tonight. This is an outstanding first-round fighter. Outstanding fighter overall, but the fight time of the UFC, not a lot, because more often than not, he gets the opponent out of there in round one. Clean hook there. Oh, lands another hook. Now a kick to the body. Edge of your seat action as expected thus far.
What a fight. My goodness, what a fight.
There's the leg kick, that one checked by the Korean Superboy. Frantic pace early on to this one.
Fighting behind a nice jab.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Right hand is there over the top. Fighter lands a kick to the head now.
Nice shot there by the champ. Pretty good head kick there.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Now going upstairs with the left hook. Takedown defense holds up. And again, back to that punch. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
He checked that last one.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Oh, big left hook there.
He lands another punch to the head.
Oh, misses with the jab. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
That left hook was crazy. There's another one. Oh, big elbow.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Oh, inside kick.
So there it is, DC, the fighter with the longer reach, able to counter flush with a straight punch. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
He's got the single collar tie.
Well, no problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Choi. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Jab is on point right now.
Nice crack there. Under a minute now to go in the round. Big shot on the feet. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Oh, and a cut has just opened up on his forehead. We'll keep an eye on it. Huge block there. Both fighters throwing heat now. Final seconds of round one. Nice shot inside by the champion. Round two next. All right, that's the end of the round. You see the cut on his forehead, sustained in that round. The cut man has 60 seconds now to close it up and try to prevent it from becoming an issue here moving forward.
We've trained for this before.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Effective strike there by Choi. Nice straight right hand. He is going after that overhand right. beautiful counter with the punch there, and certainly making good use of what is an obvious edge in reach. Choi's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Takedown defense is there. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. No skip on all these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
He's landing a nice left hook there, I feel. He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictate the pace.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Block that kick to the body. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taken a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. He might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots, because the swelling's starting now. It's light, but if he takes many more of these types of shots, it's going to get real bad.
Making all these shots count.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Choi's in half guard now. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Choi's blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. Oh, big left. Under a minute to go in the round. Serious swelling in and around that left eye. It's starting to close up now. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Oh, nice right in. Another good pass.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. He's in the mountains.
15 seconds. Good work from the top here by Choi.
Gotta be careful here.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward.
Be smart.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round.
You get the turnover in that kick.
And potentially a critical takedown here.
Oh. Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm going to get to a dominant position myself.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Getting him out here.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
3 minutes to go in round 3.
Gotta be careful here.
Ground and pound. The hammer, Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. In the half guard.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Fight.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Lands a jab. Oh, lands a nice straight. Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Overhand left counter. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Under 20 seconds now to go. Seconds winding down in round 3. potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round.
All right, take a deep breath.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, because blood has really become a factor, and it's a cut that appears to be right above his eye.
That's one of the worst spots for you to get a cut, because then the blood starts to come down and it goes into the eye. It's difficult already to see, but when you got one of the best mixed martial artists in the world targeting it, it becomes impossible.
They call that the trickle-down effect.
That's what that is.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Oh, nice kick. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Left hand got home there.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Oh, no pad on the foot. That's a solid kick right there.
He's cut. Give him the elbow.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. So wisely, he can...
He got hurt again. Oh, no!
That one appeared to stun him. Gets back to his feet. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach.
Look at that.
Oh, huge right hand! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Trying to establish that jab once again. Nice kick landed there by Choi.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks. Big shot to the body.
Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had it.
Oh! That'll do it! The Korean Superboy does it again!
Holy!
All right, with that, the official decision is in. We go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called to stop this contest at 3 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed U.S. heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started, maybe a few years removed from his fighting prime. We'll see just how far he can take it, but tonight, undeniably, a huge step in the right direction for a guy who could be a future UFC champion.